We are back. Welcome back, everyone. We're counting down Mega Mans at this point. Now we're on Mega Man 9. Look at that. We can count. Hopefully we can get all the way to 1. But looking at the schedule, I don't think that's going to happen. Anyways, we got some Mega Man 9. Any percent with... Oh, hey, look, Fly, you're back.
What's going on?
So wonderful to see you again, and I'll let you introduce your commentator. Anyways, good luck, have fun, and I love Flash in the Dark forever.
Flash in the Dark is the greatest, as we discussed. It is, you know, there's no opinion on the matter. It's absolute fact. By the way, I'm HJ. I'm commentating the run here. So,
yeah. Sorry I didn't introduce you. I was just trying to set up global hotkeys for my splits. That's all.
Oh, no worries.
Okay. Oh no, auto checkpoint save all. Oh hey, dude, HJ, I just found it.
Oh, there you go. Where was it?
By accident. I just clicked off my my main monitor and accidentally turned it off. So I guess we're good to go.
He was asking me earlier where they turn off the autosave Legacy Collection 2. Unfortunately, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, there we go. Now I know, just because they have a Switch.
I'm ready to go whenever. Everybody's ready?
All right. So you want me to give you a countdown?
Sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. You could start on go instead of 1. I know sometimes that's confusing. I already said go though, so yeah. So Mega Man 9 is a really interesting run. You know, it's really kind of a callback to Mega Man 2. You take away the charge slot, you take away sliding, and you know, it really pays homage to the original classic series. Really the reason the game is routed the way it is not straight boss weakness order, and there's actually multiple routes that you can go. The main goal here is to defeat 5 Robot Masters, and that unlocks Rust Jet. Rust Jet is used as a platform. It's used to skip Yoku blocks, or these batteries that you'll see in Tornado Man. So that's the primary goal here. We're not going in straight boss weakness order. You'll notice the weapon that we get from Concrete Man is the Concrete Shot. And we can use that for freezing enemies, freezing lava beams that you'll see in Magma Man stage as well as in the Black 1. And we can actually use it to do these little zips that kind of increase your movement, skip up ladders, you know, it really helps with the movement. So that's why we do concrete first. We're approaching the concrete fight here. This is the first 2 fights that you do in Mega Man 9 are with the busters. Again, you're not going in straight boss weakness order as you do in other Mega Man games. You kind of do this little dance where you're trying to get the earliest possible shot when the iframes end. Iframes are 21 frames, I believe, in this game. And, you know, Fly does a great job here of defeating Concrete as quickly as possible. So. You'll notice the little L's on the boss door corridor. Dr. Light is the enemy in this game. Dr. Wily's actually the good guy. So, you know, no spoilers. Dr. Light just took a turn for the worse, unfortunately. So Magma, in my opinion, Fly, I would imagine agrees, is one of the hardest stages in the game. It's definitely a reset point. There's, you know, it's pretty scary. You're going to use a lot of the concrete shot early on. You see the little zip there that he did through the concrete block and freezing that enemy. We're going to be using it to, you know, skip that double beam skip there is so difficult, and unfortunate death there, but that is way harder than it looks, and that is a place that a lot of runners, top level runners, including Fly, have a hard time with. And you know, it's this stage, like I said, between this and Wily 2, these are the real challenging points of this game. You know, again, without a slide, it's very movement oriented. Movement and shot placement are very important. This time around, you know, gonna play it safe and wait for the lava beams to end. Strategically deboosting through those enemies to get past them. So up next, we're gonna see the chain key dragon. Usually it takes 15 shots, but a concrete is worth 5 shots. So you see quick 2 jump dragon kill. Again, all the benefits of the concrete shot there. That's why we do that first. That being said, we're using a lot of our concrete just to, you know, through movement, through the mini boss, through skipping the lava beams. Concrete is not Magma's weakness. Tornado actually is. However, the game doesn't give you enough tornado to actually kill the boss. Oh, so there's a little zip there where if you're 1 pixel too far, you die. If you're 1 pixel too short, you actually freeze the beam and you can't get through it. But that's what he was trying to do there, is do a little concrete zip. Unfortunately, you know, went 1 pixel too far. Yeah, so Magma Man, even if you do get his weakness, you likely have to switch to Buster anyway, unless you're lucky enough to get a double hit. So, I mean, as far as the speedrun goes, it's worth sort of doing, you know, it second and doing the Buster fight. These jumps are not trivial either. These 5-tile jumps, you know, they're really tight. You gotta jump right at the end, otherwise you can end up in the... So, it's pretty difficult. Magma is another really fun Buster fight, though. So the goal here is to try to get 3 hits per each one of Magma's jumps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and he's dead. So pretty good fight there for Fly. You know, had a couple unfortunate deaths in this stage, but like I said, Magma and Wily 2 are probably the most difficult stages in this.
Magma's rough, man.
Yeah. So next, there's well, technically we could have had route divergence earlier on. So that's one of the unique things about this game. Fly here is going to Gravity third. And it's not Gravity, it's actually Galaxy. I believe I heard you say on stream that you confused Gravity with Mega Man Astro Man and Mega Man 8.
Did I get
Galaxy
you with it?
Man and Mega Man 9. Yeah, I mean, they're all space related, although in no instance in Galaxy Man do you ever have an anti-gravity section where you know, stand on the ceiling. But, you know, we'll give him credit for the Gravity Man split that he has. You can't see it, but he has it. Sorry, I had to give that little shout out to Gravity Man. We will be seeing Gravity Man in the Mega Man 5 task coming up, so stay tuned for that if you do want to see some anti-gravity shenanigans. So, anyway, the route. So yeah, you can go Galaxy third, but you don't have to. A lot of the runners actually go Galaxy third because it's one of the biggest points of RNG. There's a ton of RNG in this game. It makes it really difficult / frustrating to run because between the mini bosses and so many of the bosses, and then, you know, to end it off with a final boss, which is lovingly called the Wacky Casino, there's just a ton of RNG in this game. So a lot of runners run Galaxy third just to, reset earlier on. However, you can actually do Hornet third. It doesn't really matter. In fact, Hornet third in a marathon is actually slightly safer because the Hornets can kill these little copters that you see that he's riding on. So if you ever lose control of one in a marathon, you're at risk of having it drive you right into spikes. The Hornet can sort of bail you out. So we're on to Galaxy Man, and it can give you one of two patterns to start. He can swoop, and that's what we want, and he gets one swoop. The best possible pattern is two swoops in a row, what he just did. We got basically one swoop, and then he went high. So not bad. Really, there's about a 6-second difference between the best possible pattern and the worst possible pattern. So that's sort of in between. It's probably like a 3 or 4 second time loss ish between the best pattern. So next is Hornet. So again, we're going. We're not going boss weakness order. I keep saying gravity. Galaxy Man was weak to concrete. Hornet Man is going to be weak to magma, which was the second boss that we fought. And we're going to see some rush coil here to just kind of get through the vertical part of this stage. Unfortunately, placed rush a little too soon and ended up landing on a higher platform there. But you can see the utility there. Just, climbing ladders is typically slower than, just getting catapulted up there by rush. We're going to approach our next big section of RNG here with this flower. We prefer the flower to spawn at one of the top two locations, but the bottom left actually isn't so bad because you're right by the exit. You don't have to travel too far. So that's probably the third best option. You definitely don't want it to land at the 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock spots. That's significantly slower. So not a terrible flower pattern. It's actually the most difficult flower pattern, but it's not, as far as time loss, it's not that bad. You handle it really well. And you'll see, continuing to zip using the concrete, you'll see just how much use this concrete shot does. One neat thing about the Magma Bazooka, it's one of the best weapons in Mega Man, classic Mega Man anyway, is you see how quickly he killed Magma. So the damage actually stacks. Magma shoots 3 shots, and then you can also charge it. But when you hit all 3 shots onto the boss, the damage stacks. So you can really, melt a ton of enemies. You use Magma a lot, especially in the Proto 9 run for the mini bosses. It's just, getting fully charged shots on the mini bosses and landing all 3 of them. Just they melt the mini bosses. Jewel Man stage. Jewel Man is the best music of the 8 Robot Masters, in my opinion. Mega Man 9. That's debatable. I think a lot of people like the Galaxy song, but Jewel's the real banger here. So once again, using concrete, I believe he is going for some of the zips. They're really difficult to pull off, but nonetheless, makes quick work of the enemies, avoids having to mash through them. The switching to Hornet is useful here, taking care of these spiders, and what the Hornet will do, you'll see real soon, actually draws out the next mini boss. So we're going to see that here in just a second. So the Hornets kind of track down where the cheese ball is, and then you can make quick work of them with the Magma Bazooka. Again, just stacking that damage from the charge shot, landing all 3 at the same time. So nicely done there. These jumps are really tight. I mean, Jewel Man is just such a scary looking stage with all the spikes and the tight jumps. This swing room here, you got spikes everywhere. You got to make it in between that little gap. it's just you know, it almost, you know, I shout out to LV Creed. He says it looks like a ROM hack type of level with you know, how difficult it is where the spike placement is. So I believe he's going to be going for a quick kill here on Jewel. By placing the black hole bomb there, you can get 5 shots, and Jewel jumps every time you jump. And by placing it in that exact spot where he did, you only have a few frames to do so. You can get that 5-hit first bomb, and then just finish him off with just one quick last bomb. So that's the quick kill there. Nicely done. I have a little story about Dr. Wily when we get to the end of the Robot Masters. We'll have a little time to see Wily fly through, and I'll share a little story I have.
Probably the best story I've heard in a long time, actually.
It's not bad. So casually, if you're a filthy casual and you want to play Mega Man 9, you'd actually want to play Splash Woman first. So Splash Woman, by design, takes double damage from the Buster. It's the only Robot Master that has that. You know, so unlike Mega Man 3 and 4, where you kind of got these soft weaknesses, you don't have that in Mega Man 9, with the exception of, you know, that double damage from the Buster with Splash Woman. So that would be the route to go. You know, you know, as far as the speed run goes, we have more benefit because after beating Jewel Man, we now have Rush Jet, and he's going to be going for the bubble skip here, and it saves quite a bit of time. Normally, these small bubbles pop in a short amount of time. You need to ride the big bubbles up. And you can see he didn't touch a single big bubble. He never had to ride them. And that saves a significant amount of time. Again, just using Rush Jet there as a platform, going across and getting as high and getting to the ladder instead of having to ride these, I don't know what you call them, floating platforms.
Water tanks, I guess I've heard people call them.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know what they are, actually.
Rush Jet, you know, again, he makes it look easy, but it's actually pretty difficult to land on Rush. So basically, when you press B and you summon Rush, Rush is dropping from the top of the screen, and he will match your vertical position. So when you jump up, he's gonna stop falling down when he matches you. So you need to get him on the way up, so that you could continue to go up and land on him. If you do it at the peak of your jump, you won't be able to land on him. So great splash kill, you know, again, weak to Hornet. It's a nice kill there to get her in the middle, and make quick work of her. The only female Robot Master in Mega Man. Although Splash Woman was originally going to be Splash Man, and Hornet Man was going to be Honey Woman in the concept art. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, it was originally going to be Splash Man and then Honey Woman. And there's actually concept art. You can if you're playing on Legacy Collection 2, they have the concept art on as one of the extras. That you can see what she was drawn up as. It's pretty cool. So Plugman, these Yoku blocks are on a global timer. So, you know, it's really, we call it perfect plug, because you got to be perfect. If you slow down and get hit, you know, all of a sudden your Yoku blocks are not where you think they are, and they can knock you right off rut. If you're flying right into one, it could easily knock you off. But Fly knows exactly where they are. You know, he hasn't made a mistake, so he knows where they're expected to be. And he continues on here, no problem. So that's good. You know, again, any mistake, this stage is really, it's not a difficult stage, but it's really costly if you make a mistake, because of that. you can end up having to wait an entire cycle, which, oh, big mama jump. Nice. So that's a little swag. Some people bust it down. Some people I see if they have rush ammo left, they'll fly over it. But I believe there is, depending on if the Big Mama jumps a big jump or a small jump, there's either a 1-frame window or a 4-frame window to jump over that. And well done. Actually, I believe that was the small. I believe that was a 1-frame.
I think it was a small jump.
Oh, it was a small jump, so 4-frame.
I think. Honestly, wasn't paying attention.
I just saw you go over it and said, "Oh god." So last stage here is Tornado. Again, so route variants. I'll talk a little bit about it, but you always do dual fifth. But then the last 3 stages can be interchanged. You can go plug splash tornado, splash plug tornado splash. It doesn't really matter. The point is that you have rush for the last 3. And you know, as long as you have plug to fight tornado, you're fine. You know, with splash you already have Hornet. With plug you already have dual satellite, so you know it doesn't really matter. The only criteria is you got jet, and just make sure that you have the plug weapon before you fight tornado. So there's a lot of customization with this route, which is it's really neat because you can kind of make it your own. But it's also, you know, it can be frustrating if you're watching races of people and you know they have different routes in the first 3 stages, they have different routes in the last 3 stages. So yeah, but so Tornado, it's another stage that has some global timers on it as far as the batteries, but that doesn't matter so much because we're skipping those. You'll see the rain here. The rain is pushing you backwards, so he is trying to jump as little as possible. Every time you're in the air, that rain is pushing you backwards. But that flips around. So here, he's going to want to jump as much as possible. He's jumping every chance he can get, because every time he's in the air, the rain and the wind is pushing you forward. So that increases Mega Man's speed, and, you know, that's what we're trying to do, is go fast. So there we go. The Tornado Man, another point of RNG, just like every other boss here. Oh wow, he is getting the Tornado Bro. That's exactly what we want from him, to stay on the ground. Tornado Man can be really jumpy. He can go to the top, he can go to the middle, he can just keep jumping. He got a really nice pattern there, so that's well done. Excellent. You see that he saved some significant time. 3 seconds it looks like on his PB. So we're gonna head into the Wily stages, and I figure this is a good time to talk about Dr. Wily. So Dr. Wily, the theory is that he died in Mega Man 3. At the end, you get blocks, and it crushes them. And Proto Man says, "Oh no, it's too late." Seemingly, you know, he's a robot. Yeah, he must have some intelligence and maybe read heart rates. I don't know. But confirms, "Oh no, it's too late," implying that Dr. Wily's dead. From that point on, you know, Mega Man 4, Dr. Wily teleports. In Mega Man 10, seemingly he might get Robo-Wenza. At the end of Mega Man 11, he uses speed gear at the end when he's defeated. Not just in Capsule, he uses it on his own body. He uses speed gear, which, you know, it seems like only robots can do. So it seems like each version of Dr. Wily after Mega Man 3 is actually just one of Dr. Wily's alternate accounts. And really, there's only one person in Mega Man history that has more alt accounts than Dr. Wily, and that's the Mega Man X 100% world record holder. So there you go.
Nice.
All right, so we got our second visit here with the Chanky Dragon, and he's doing the Dragon Mash. Excellent mash. So that's a new strat. Well, so it's not really a new strat. That strat was something that actually Darko did. Ooh,
Unfortunate.
Yeah, magma beams. Unfortunate. But Darko did that strat back a couple of years ago. But nobody else did it. Darko has an insane mash and was able to do that. And nobody really, touched it every time. They left it alone. They did the traditional, which is rush coil to get high enough, and then switch to concrete, like you saw in the magma stage, and finish the dragon off with concrete. Slurpee Ninja actually started implementing that, and then people followed suit. As far as Soren, he has world record now, obviously with that, and realized that strat is viable, and when done well, is actually definitely the faster strat. But you got to have a real strong mash for that, and Fly obviously has a strong mash to get that done. I'm jealous.
I actually switched to index mash for that.
Oh, nice. So I'm left-handed, so like when I do the dragon, there's a period of time that delays for the dragon to come down. I have enough time to flip my controller upside down and sort of mash with my left hand, and then flip it back, because there's time before you're able. You can't just walk across the screen. There's like a slight delay as the dragon's exploding. So I can do that, but in the middle of a fight where you're summoning rush and landing on rush and mashing, I can't mash with my right hand that fast. Spike pushers. Go ahead.
I normally don't go for the dragon, the Buster Dragon kill, but I wanted to show it off because it's a really cool looking strat.
Oh, it's awesome looking. You did it like you were still in the middle of the screen. That was a great kill. Spike pushers, one of the worst bosses in Mega Man history. You're just pushing the ball back at him. It's so annoying. And it can keep pushing back at you. It's just a brutal boss, but seem to cooperate there.
This is what I didn't want to happen. This jump right here.
That jumps. So one of the things about doing the Dragon Mash is that you save a menu by not having to. Normally you'd use jet here, but now you can stay on concrete this entire time. However, these strats for concrete in the early half of Wily 2 are really difficult. Normally you use some concrete there, but he needs to conserve it for the flower. Yeah, finishes off the flower. Got the 3 o'clock flower. Definitely wise to grab that health there after needing to tank some hits, but well done, got through it. This section here is really scary. See, again, this is why I say this is the second most difficult level, if not tied with Magma. It's definitely another heavy run killer. These jumps here that are coming up that he's about to do are really tight. They may look like nothing, and he doesn't hesitate. A lot of people tiptoe through those. If you watch, even some top runners, they tiptoe through those. And he makes it look so easy. Again, I can't stress it enough. Those spikes, you bonk your head, you land on those spikes. Those are 4-frame jumps. And I know 4 frames sounds like a lot, but it's really not. It's a lot of runs died. So that was really well done. Came in with confidence and got it done. Taking the strategic damage boost off the bullet there, so you can walk through the Big Mama. And then we have our 3-phase boss, the Mega Mech Shark. Which is weak to Laser Trident in all 3 phases. You got the tail end. This is probably by far, in my opinion, the hardest part of it. You sort of got to do these little wiggles to get it. If you hit the spikes at the top, you do take damage. So you want to kind of try to be strategic and not take too much damage there. Again, part of the reason that why you grab that extra health. It's a dangerous boss, but finished it off quickly. did pretty well there.
We got some time for some donos.
Yeah, we have some auto scrollers coming up. So yeah, if we have any donations, so now would be a great time.
Perfect. We have $9 from Polytopes, who just says 9 smiley face, and they put it towards the Mario Mushroom Cup GP showcase for tomorrow. We also have $20 from Maxime Michaud, who says, "Let's go fly. Thanks for making this for children." Also, I'd like to point out that I have the official Mega Man Complete Works that my wife bought me for my birthday. And I can confirm that HJ is correct that it was going to be Honey Woman and Ocean Man.
Ocean Man, it's not Splash Man. All right.
Ocean Man. Really cool designs, though. But yeah.
Yeah, the Honey Woman design is really cool. I'm a fan.
So if you're a Mega Man fan, go buy the Complete Works. There's some really cool stuff in here. But I love looking at this. Great.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't own the Complete Work, so I'm gonna need to get on that. So this room right here is one of the more challenging rooms in the game. You want to coil up, and again, just these Joes. You got 2 Joes who are constantly jumping and shooting. It's a really hard room to get through fast. But he managed it well. Fly managed it well. Mandatory dancing. You do need to dance to validate your run. It's just, it's anti-gravity section. So this is actually Gravity Man's stage. So you'll see Gravity Man. He's the boss of Wily 3. He is resurrected from Mega Man 5. And that's why we have this anti-gravity section. Kappa.
Shout out to Gravity Man.
Shout out to Gravity Man. So M-Tank, we're using that as soon as possible. Again, the reason is we're going to be continuing to use weapons through Wily 3 and the refights. The less time you have to refill, the faster you go. So refill only what you need to. This section is really scary, really challenging.
Jumped.
Oh no.
Yeah, I took it safe because he jumped. I didn't think I got that shot on him. The thing I did.
Yeah.
I think this is my last life.
No, you picked up an extra life in, oh no, it is yours. When did you got an extra life in Wily 1? I don't know. Oh no, you died again in Wily 1. That's what it was. Alright, yeah. So this is the Easy Devil. It's not actually easy. The Black Hole Bomb here, you respawn it every time you pause. So with nifty timing like that, easy 1 cycle, and that's what we call Easy Devil. Well done.
Thank you. I'm just happy I got that, actually.
That's one of the coolest looking tricks in the game. Yeah, it's always like, it doesn't matter. You can, it doesn't matter what you do until that point. Because if you get Easy Devil, it's a success. Always.
Oh no, that's bad.
Oh yeah, did not get the deboost off the mat.
Yeah, I don't know where I am in the time now.
So there's a manipulation. We talked a little bit earlier about not Gravity Man, but Galaxy Man, and how he has some unfortunate patterns. You need to do the stage the exact same way, just like Plug. Any hiccup, and you mess up this manipulation. So really now it's based off of RNG. We don't know what he's going to get, which unfortunately, of course, is the worst pattern. Never lucky. But that's what he was going for there. And again, even something, it goes to show you, sort of actually, shows you the importance and how precise this run is. That facing one direction when you get hit by a Met totally messes up your manipulation. You should have been facing a different direction. So, it's just such a difficult run. Again, removing the slide and the charge shot, all about movement and timing and shot placement. it's really it's really a fun run, and it's a really neat run to get into. So if you're looking to get into Mega Man, Mega Man 9 has never been more accessible to run. You know, you have Legacy Collection 2 out there now for Switch, PS4, which you can also play on a PS5, Xbox, Steam. If you still have a Nintendo Wii or a PlayStation 3, you can play it there. And the Mega Man leaderboards, the Mega Man Classics speedrun Discord are great resources for you. People are happy to help and help you learn.
Hornet tried to run from me.
Yeah, I saw that. I made it all the way to the left side of the screen there. So is he gonna go for the fast kill here too? So yep, he got it. So this was actually considered pass only for a while. And you see why. So again, you only have 1 pixel to, I think it's tighter. It might not be 1 pixel. It might be a little bit of leeway there with, but it's definitely tighter than the regular fight. You only have a few pixels to place that black hole bomb to get that fast kill in the refights. Everything about the refights, it may look the same, but everything is slightly different, from the splash kill to the hornet kill to the jewel kill, because you're slightly put to the right of the room. You notice you're more to the right, so that does change the fight, and it may seem trivial, but in a lot of cases it's actually not. So don't overlook that. So Wily 4, this is what makes this game really difficult. This stage is a gauntlet, and as far as casual play goes, this is one of the hardest, and it's for this reason. You have the refights, the gauntlet that is the refights, and then you have 3 phases of Dr. Wily. No breaks in between like you do in some of the other classic Megas. And so the first phase there, you see, the strategy is to shoot Wily's balls in his mouth. And then the second phase, the strategy, you want to shoot your C-shot into Wily's mouth. So that's the strat. And of course, the last phase is weak to Plug Ball, which is a ground weapon which immediately falls to the ground. This is where the RNG is. You have that ground weapon, and you have to wait for him to come down. And if he goes high, there's absolutely nothing you can do. Oh, wow. Close here. 1 HP left.
Ooh, that was...
him, and GG.
That was a bit scary, dude.
You clutched it out.
Thanks for the GG.
Well done.
Thanks.
GG indeed. Hey, didn't Wily Capsule screw you over at GDQ HGA?
I blocked that out of my memory.
I don't. No, not at all.
What's GD? What's GDQ? Never happened.
Man. I'm so angry for you. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no. So I mean, that boss right there. Yeah, I mean, literally, I timed it one time. It was a full 1 minute and 20 seconds of not coming down.
Absolutely.
He's really scary, and I really thought about grabbing the E-Tank and Plug, but I don't know. Well, I mean, I haven't done the backup strats for Plug in a while, so
yeah, it's never wise to change your strategy for a marathon. Just go with how you're playing. Go with the runs that you're doing.
I decided to YOLO.
I really just want to hit anybody whoever made the Wily Capsule randomness. I hate so much. Anyways, that was Mega Man 9 with Fly and HJ. Thank you guys so much. Always fun to see. We're counting down again. Apparently we skipped a couple numbers because now we got Mega Man 6, the POW percentage run by Siberian Bull, which I enjoy watching. Basically, he goes through the entire run with nothing but the POW suit. It's super fun, super interesting. Thank you again, gentlemen. Really appreciate it. And
thank you.
Thanks, HJA. Thanks for having me, Carter and everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout outs.
Shout out to HJA, man, for doing commentary for me. Legendary 9 runner.
Oh, pleasure, honor to be here. Thank you so much, Fly, for inviting me to do the commentary. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks, man.
make sure to check out Fly's channel. He made great progress in Mega Man 9. He learned this game so quick. Getting you have a time of a 33 now, right? In a matter of what, a month maybe?
Yeah, I think it's been like a month and a half, 2 months maybe. 33:47 after conversion.
Yeah. Insane. It's been a pleasure watching you learn this game, and was an honor to do this with you today. So
thanks
congrats again. Great run.
Thanks, man. Thanks for doing it on short notice too. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll catch you all shortly after this short intermission.